There's gonna be a battle here tomorrow. You'll fight in it, maybe even die in it, but you won't see it. There's a lot of smoke in a battle. Our cannon, their cannon. Our shot, their shell. Our volleys, their volleys. You don't see a battle, you hear it. Black powder blasting back ton on both sides. Black smoke blinding you and choking you and making you vomit. Then the French come out of the smoke. Not in a line, but in a column. They march towards our thin line, kettle drums hammering like hell and a golden eagle blazing overhead. They march slowly, and it takes them a long time to get here. And you can't see him in smoke, but you can hear the drums. They come out of the smoke, and you fire a volley, and the front rank of column goes down, and the next rank steps over them, kettle drums hammering like hell, and their column smashes out like a hammer breaking glass, and Napoleon Bonaparte has won another victory. If you can stand and wait until you can smell the garlic, then fire volley after volley into them, 3 rounds a minute. Then they slow down, then they stop, and then they run away. All you've got to do is stand and fire 3 rounds a minute. Now, I know you can fire 3 rounds a minute, but can you stand? There's gonna be a battle here tomorrow. You'll fight in it, maybe even die in it, but you won't see it. There's a lot of smoke in a battle. Our cannon, their cannon. Our shot, their shell. Our volleys, their volleys. You don't see a battle, you hear it. Black powder blasting back ton on both sides. Black smoke blinding you and choking you and making you vomit. Then the French come out of the smoke. Not in a line, but in a column. They march towards our thin line, kettle drums hammering like hell and a golden eagle blazing overhead. They march slowly, and it takes them a long time to get here. And you can't see him in smoke, but you can hear the drums. They come out of the smoke, and you fire a volley, and the front rank of column goes down, and the next rank steps over them, kettle drums hammering like hell, and their column smashes out like a hammer breaking glass, and Napoleon Bonaparte has won another victory. But if you can stand and wait until you can smell the garlic, then fire volley after volley into them, 3 rounds a minute. Then they slow down, then they stop, and then they run away. All you've got to do is stand and fire 3 rounds a minute. Now, I know you can fire 3 rounds a minute, but can you stand? There's gonna be a battle here tomorrow.
Bonsoir mes amis, bonsoir et bienvenue to the stream. Today is the 18th of June. This is a little sound check. Hopefully you can all hear me. I'm obviously dressed as... Hello, Jeff. This is a sound check. Hopefully you can hear me. Bonsoir, bonsoir tout le monde, bonsoir. Before we start, I have a little promotional announcement to make. I am streaming tonight dressed as Napoleon because I am during the Battle of Waterloo. However, on September the 8th of this year, I'm heading to Manchester to Format GG, a live event involving music and dancing and games and drinking and all kinds of fun. It's up in Manchester. I'm going, and I hope to see some of you there. Or as the Emperor would say, this thing you... There we are. This is sort of... Oh, there we are. That's better. Excellent. Right, that was my promotional thing there. So, good evening, One Credit Ben. This is, like I said, Waterloo by Humphrey Walwyn. Where is the book? I have a book somewhere. So, let's look at the map. This is on the Commodore 64. Let's get rid of this. Words. Commodore 64. Now, if I hide, if we now switch over to this screen, hopefully you can still... Hopefully you can hear me now, because yeah, we are. Let's make this thing's weird. I've so many different properties all over the place. Blue snowball is monitor off, which is good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, these things are awkward because they keep changing. Yeah, they get, and of course if you can have different scenes, which is what you want. You want different scenes, you want this and that, and then you think, oh, I've got microphone. I had microphone, my microphone. Microsoft, please work, and it's like. Now I've got the Blue Yeti microphone. So it is Micro Wars by Humphrey Walwyn. It is the Battle of Waterloo. It's not just the Battle of Waterloo, though. It's the Waterloo campaign from the 16th of June up until the 18th of June, the whole 3 days. So what do you have on this little screen here? You've got little green things. The green things represent forests or woodland. And the grey checkerboards are places. But what places are they? Well, they're just... That's not very nice having grey blobs. Fortunately, Snorkers is there for you. So, this grey blob at the top is Waterloo. Top right is Wavre. I'm running this on the Commodore 64 via the Vice emulator. The middle of the three on the right is Ligny. In the middle is Quatre-Bras. And on the left is Nivelles. So what we're now going to do is hide the map. You just get the place names. Hide the place name. Oh, very exciting this. And let us load from disk by doing... Don't do that. What the hell am I doing? I should do it Napoleon style. Hello, Super Jim Tendo. I have to do this like Napoleon because he is weird like Napoleon. That's why he lost, because he only ever used one hand. So I'm now typing in the magic load command on the Commodore 64, which may or may not work, depending if I've got a disk loaded. Let's adjust this picture a little bit. I'm in full cosplay, I hope you point out, including fake leather boots. So, our issue here is I've got a disk loaded. The good news is we've got disks all over the place. Here we are. This is as typed in from le book, as the French call it. Right. You want to make sure you can see my left hand, my right hand even. Oh no, they're not even proper shoes. These are. I've got proper leather boots downstairs, which I was wearing today, and I'll be wearing again tomorrow. These are the fake fancy dress slip-on things, which you basically slip over your normal shoes. They look like wearing knee-length boots. As I used to call them at university, FM boots. And please note, this is my hair, but I've had a haircut. I've had a haircut, so now I look more like Namrud from Breaking Bad influence. So I have typed this game in. I briefly looked at it and got it running. I thought, why isn't it working? Then found out why it wasn't working, fixed that, and then left it to say, let's explore it together. Because that's more fun. More fun debugging it, as we someone on the internet might say. I've had this Napoleon outfit in the attic for about a year. Oh, ready? I can now type run. Remember, we're being Napoleon, then we can only use our left hand. Now, apparently Napoleon really liked his hands. So, this is a 2-player game, and I'm on my own, so I'll have to do a bit of the old role play. To stop the other people from cheating, you have a secret code word you enter in order to stop the other player seeing what you're up to. So the Allied code word is going to be Nosey, in honour of the Duke of Wellington. The French code word is obviously going to be Bony, in honour of Napoleon Bonaparte. Now the first problem you have here, things that I would change, is it doesn't really reset the colours properly. Oh, it absolutely is. The Commodore 64 disk drive is very slow. The tape drive is even slower because they had to be compatible with the VIC-20, which couldn't load very fast. So what people did apparently in the real world was to write their own loading routines to load better, apparently. So this here is telling to us Wellington's code word. Now, if you're being Wellington, I need to change hats. One moment, please. Have a British hat on. So we type in, for Wellington, Nosey, which you can barely see because it's that blue on grey. Exactly. Here we are. So this gives us the troops that the Duke of Wellington commands. Each side has 10 units. There are the leaders, which are Wellington and Blücher. Wellington has 3,000 cavalry. Then you have Orange. Other fruits are available. He commands the Dutch forces with 26,000 infantry, 2,000 artillery, 2,000 cavalry. Then you've got Cole, who was a merry old soul. A merry old soul was he. He again had 19,000, 2,000, 2,000. Then you get Hill. Then you get Uxbridge, who just commands cavalry. Then you get Blücher, who commands the Prussian forces. And then his subordinates, Zieten, Perch, Fielmann and Bulow. But in this game, the Prussians are the goodies. They are the goodies, not the baddies. Press any key. And the map loads. And I'm going to activate the place names again. These are the place names. So at the start of each turn, you have to know what the people are. And each of your subordinates tells you what they can see. You can only see enemy units that one of your subordinates can see. So Orange can't see anybody. Other fruits are available. Orange is in the middle near Quatre-Bras. Hill's on my right flank. Uxbridge is top left. What? That's why it's very busy on the Metropolitan line, bless them. Blücher is Q. So each unit has a unique letter. Obviously, you can't have B can't be Blücher for some reason because B is Bulow. It's like Napoleon is not N. Napoleon is X. And there's Perch. So these are the Prussians on the right. All the allies are the same colour. If I was going to change it, I'd make the Prussians a different colour. I'd make them dark blue, perhaps. And maybe have is this Commodore 64 red or is this a baby orange? But have orange be orange and the British be red. So no one can see anybody. So we asked, what should we send to the Duke of Wellington? He only has cavalry, so he should be able to move 2 spaces. Other people can only move 1 space. But I think the Duke of Wellington needs to move 2 spaces. Indeed, Hutchinson. I remember it was Hutchinson Telecom. So I'm going to send the Duke of Wellington south 2 spaces. With S. Would help if I clicked on the emulator. S for south. Oh, sorry. Oh, I can use both hands there, Duke of Wellington. And then 2. So he wants to go south 2. Orange, he's a general army. He wants to move into Quatre-Bras. I'm going to tell Orange to go south-west. Cole, who was a merry old soul, he is going to march south. But he can only go 1 space because he has other units with him. Hill, he's in the far west of our map. He wants to go southeast. We're not sure where the French are at the moment. Uxbridge just has cavalry. I'm going to send him south twice. Now, Blucher does not wear this hat. So what do? The hats exist. This comes off. Because Blucher was actually, I think he was bold. But Blucher wears this kind of hat. So if a leader is next to one of his units, then they get a morale bonus. So Blucher is going to head southwest. Zieten, we're not sure where anyone is. He's going to start heading west slowly to meet up with the Allies. Same with Perch. Thielmann's going to head northwest. We're marching to meet our mate Wellington. And Bülow, who I think was played by Jeremy Irons in was it Reversal of Fortune or something? He's going to head west. Oh, he's up there, is he? He's going to go... Yeah, he's going to go west as well. West one space. In that game now checks my orders. So Orange can't go there, and the orders went away anyway. I believe there might be a bug, because some of these people should go... They can't move there, they can't move there. What can you do? So now we go back to Napoleon, and as we know, he has a different hat. And yes, I will be doing this all stream, because I have a dedication. So as we know, Napoleon's code word, that's not going to hold, is bony. If you get it wrong, it just doesn't let you in. So Napoleon should be able to move 2 spaces. It has to be done. And so can Ney. But also Grouchy, Van Damme, who can do the splits. Gerard, who plays at Liverpool, I think. Or was it Manchester? I don't really follow football. Ray, Derlon, Lobart and Kellerman. So we have a few cavalry-only units. They should be able to go faster. Let's find out. So we draw the map. Where are the Allies? So Napoleon is down in the south. Grouchy is just next to him. Van Damme is slightly to our front. He's probably Dutch. Or possibly doing the splits. Ah, because Ney is N. That's why. Good old Ney. We'll see more of Ney in a minute. There's Milhaud. Not Milhouse. Oh, do the hand. Go to the hand. Go to the hand. So no one can see anyone at the moment. There's Ney. Ney is ginger. This is very important to know that Ney is ginger. I don't know what colour hair Ray's got, though. She's probably got force powers, though, so like in that new film. And there's Derlon, who is E, not D. Because D doesn't count. And there's Lobau. He likes lobbing things around, probably. And there's Kellerman. So in theory, some units should be able to go faster. But let's find out. So I don't know whether we're allowed to go faster or not. So Napoleon is going to just go northwest 1 space. Oh, helps if I'm in the emulator. What else can we get? Grouchy. What should we do with Grouchy, bless him? I'm Marshal Grouchy, and I don't want to be here. He's a miserable bastard. What, Grouchy, I want you to go northeast. Do I have to? Yes. Bloody hell, Grouchy. He's a miserable bastard. Come on, Grouchy. God. You can't get the staff these days. Right. So now we need to know... We've told Grouchy where to go. Now we need to know where Van Damme's going to go. We're not sure where anyone is. So we're going to head north very slowly. Keep it together. And here's Gerard, who I think plays for Liverpool. Or was it Manchester? Who knows? If you know about football, do shout out in the chat who Gerard plays for or did play for. I get very confused with football. Also, everyone keeps getting older and retiring, which is which I don't like. Here's Milhaud. He's going to head north. Now, how about Ney? We like Ney. Liverpool. Thank you. Now, Marshal Ney is ginger. See, look. He's ginger. And he's called Marshal Ney because he does that a lot. So Ney, in theory, is cavalry, therefore should be able to go 2 spaces. Ah. That's good to know. I know somebody think, oh, do I know that? But is that a footballer? Now, where's Ray going to go? Ray. Ray's just going to go northeast. Because I don't know if this game is entirely typed in properly. Therefore, it's a bit of an adventure. So we know that Ney is cavalry and should be able to go north 2 spaces. Ellen's going to go north 1. Lobart is just everyone's going to vaguely go north. How about Kellerman? Kellerman's got cavalry. I'm going to send Kellerman west 2 spaces. Now let's see if so Grouchy can't go where he's going. Gerard can't go where he's going. Ray can't go where he's going. Not sure why. Right. So now, in theory, we get moves in combat. Now, I'm not guaranteeing this game is typed in properly. That's why it's a bit of an adventure. Just like Real War. I watched one with Angela Rippon. Some bloke throwing dice and saying, oh yeah, everyone loses. The Romford Pelly. Bless him. So there's something going on. Oh, it's stuck. We might be here a long time. Oh, hello. We're back, being Wellington. So that was the first turn. Real War, Spanish Club. Now, where's my Wellington? Here's my Wellington now. Oh. So it's important to look the part. So Wellington's code word, as you know, is Nosey, in honour of his conch. Now, if you long-time viewers of the channel will know that we once played the Battle of Hastings for about 2 hours and nobody died because the game which was a bit rubbish, really. So has anyone moved? Oh, Wellington definitely has moved. Okay. Interesting. So they told us that Wellington didn't move. Orange has moved a little bit. Oh, Orange has seen Ney. If the piece is in reverse colour, so it's like, brown on blue, that's the enemy piece. So Orange can see Ney, who is ginger, just like Scholes, I believe. There's Uxbridge. He's wandering about somewhere. He's that far west, but he's zone 6. Well, as we know, we are fans of It's an interesting game. I've got a whole book of that to go through. There's loads of other wars there. But no one died, and they're really big programs. So no one can, at the moment, no one can see anyone. But we know where Ney is. Who is ginger, just like Scholes, and Chris Evans used to be ginger, but isn't anymore. Because Chris Evans used to be ginger, now he's got white hair, which is very strange. So I'm going to send the Duke of Wellington south 2 spaces. Now, Orange, as the fruits are available, I want you to go west 1 space, that's probably a very bruised Orange now, into the town, if I'm allowed to. Now, Cole, he's up there somewhere. Head south, Cole, you lazy bastard. Now, what about Hill? He's probably busy chasing Hill's Angels. So I head Hill to the southeast towards, what's that place called, Snorkers? What's it called? Called Nivelle. If we're allowed to. Uxbridge. Let's go south 2 spaces for Uxbridge. Blucher, we're going to change hats. So Blucher is Q. Blucher is Q, and I think he's with somebody else, or he's in a town. It's very confusing. I think Blucher. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Or they probably go platinum blonde and then they go red, go proper red. I think Blucher, I'm going to send Blucher west 1 space. Zeaton, again, the Prussians are generally going to head west. And Bulow, who was, as we know, was Jeremy Irons, checking your orders. Hill can't go where he's going. Sometimes orders go astray, as in they just go there. Bulow can't do what he's doing either. Hope you're making notes, and then at the end of the stream you can tell me what I've done wrong. Oh, Napoleon's code word. Got to change hats. And, remember, can use the one hand. So his code word is bony. Now, if we try and put the wrong code word in, just to show you what happens, hopefully this will work and not blow up. He goes, no, try again. Because it's bony. In honour of Boney the skeleton. So we have less troops, but our troops are concentrated. And so far, nobody's died. This is a nice thing. So Napoleon can't see anybody, which we understood. It goes to each of your 10 corps. Grouchy can't see anybody. He's a miserable bastard. He's probably sulking. Van Damme's too busy doing the splits. So the towns affect combat in some fashion. There's Gerard. We're getting there. There's Millhouse. Oh, hello. Millhouse has seen letter Q and T. That's why we couldn't see Blucher, because Blucher was hiding with Thielman. Ney can see orange. Remember, reverse image. Ray's behind Ney. There's Erlon. I can see this orange man. I think we can get him. Local Dutch orange people. Where did that orange go? Other fruits are available. There's behind me. Oh, I'll be having this probably tomorrow in a Aperol Spritz. I would have had a drink last night, but I did a 10k last night in a heat wave, which was a bit hot, to be honest with you. It was a bit hot. Now, I don't know if we can move into a town, but I'm going to try anyway. Napoleon, North 1. Yeah. Now, Grouchy, I want you to go and attack the Prussians. Go and attack the Prussians, Grouchy, you miserable, miserable bastard. Now, Van Damme is right in the middle. I want you to go north. Nice and gentle. Now, Gerard, go and get the Prussians, please. Northeast. Millhouse, again, I want you to go north one space. Now, Ney, I want you to charge in and attack the orange people. Because you're ginger and they're orange, and that you're going to clash. It's natural. So you're going to charge forward 2 spaces. Ray's going to advance. Heading north. Erlon's going to go north as well. Lobau is going to go north. We can move 1 space per hour. Cavalry can, in theory, move 2. In theory. Kellerman is, in theory, cavalry. He's going to charge forward. Let's see if it works. Grouchy can't go where he's going. I don't know why. Gerard can't go where he's going. I don't know why. We'll find out in some point. If it gets annoying, we can investigate. Because this is the book. So it could be that there's something, it's a bit weird. Anyway, that's our move checked. Now we go for combat. Anyone doing any fighting? Oh, hello. We have combat between Orange. They're in a town. And Ney will boost morale. We're missing some numbers here. We are definitely missing some numbers, because there should be some cavalry numbers in there. Because, well, Ney's got some cavalry. He's not on his own. He's not on. That'd be dumb if he's on his own. As we've got battle, let's play the French national anthem. Oh, hello. Allons, les enfants de la patrie, patrie, et le jour de gloire est arrivé. Oh, with the saucisson, we like the laughing cow, we like drinking the wine and vin du pain. We like to eat the boursin. We like to dance the can-can. We are Napoleon. He's got a great big bone. There we are. So let's see what this battle is. We are missing numbers. We don't know how much. Well, I think we're definitely missing how many cavalry people have got. Because Ney has got cavalry and only cavalry. So let's see what happens in this amazing battle. So, artillery versus Ney. It's not going to go well for Ney. He ain't got no cannons. And we are missing a number. So the Allies got more points there. And what do points make? Prizes. So in theory, this goes round. We have an artillery combat phase and then we move on. So that we are taking casualties, I think. Here we are. So now we zoom in. So it's not just the high level battle. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. We zoom in. You get towns, you get forests. Press a key when ready. So only move one unit at a time, and the compass is at the top. Never got this far. Look at this. Yay! We got it to break. Syntax error in 5675. This is why we do things live. We do things live on the internet. Let's see what's up with 5675. List 5675. Syntax error. Helpful. Clear the screen. List 5675. Yep. Let's see what's up with that then. Fortunately, we've got the book here. This is why we do things properly. We like doing this. Because I could have waited, but no, I don't test beforehand. That's cheating. That's not what type-ins are all about. 5675. So, FK brackets R, yeah, equals FK brackets R plus M 1 comma Y times I times. Aha! Right, I gotcha. We're missing a bracket. Shift, insert, bracket, enter. So in theory, go to 5675. That's okay, we'll get there. Hello, 48-bit gamers, how are things? We've just managed to crash this game already because I made a typo at some point in the last week. So 5675. Good news is though, we go back to. Here we are. Let's go to 5592. Go to 5592. Right. It's all about working out where you are. We know what's going on. We know there's been a battle. So this is our first battle. Aha! How about go to 5500? Undeft statement error. Okay. List 5500. That should be a RAM statement. No, it's not. Because I'm in the... What the hell? Okay, this is the Commodore 64, which is very strange. Let's try go to 5000. Actually, while we're at it, because we're not doing things live. GOTO 5000. Undeft statement error. List. Right, this is the Commodore 64 for you. Good news, basically we've now lost our entire program. Good news is, though, is we can make it faster next time. Good old Commodore 64. Basically, something's gone wrong. And with the Commodore 64, generally, if something goes wrong in the program, it goes, yeah, I'll delete everything. It's astonishingly bad. Let's speed up loading. Oh, CPU jam at 40. Oh dear. Right, let's reset. Hard reset. One moment, caller. Yeah, it does that quite a lot. It's like, oh my god. So always save. We know we have 2 bugs to fix anyway. 3 bugs, possibly. 5565. Was it 5675? Definitely. The one in the artillery battle as well. List 5675. Edit. Yeah, hello, Ponder. How are things, sir? Thank you for the subscription. Oh, don't do that.
Bugs in AC64 basic program? Never.
Exactly. Well, this one was my typo, to be fair to it. Then we had another typo, which is... Oh, God, where is it? I think it's 7020, maybe. List 7020. Well, we're missing numbers of cavalry. Print there. Right. Probably. And then it just crashed and then completely deleted everything, which wasn't really ideal. So print, in there, I times D, yeah, A times D, yeah, H times, well that one's all right. Oh, it's the artillery duel we want. Sorry folks. Shortly we'll be there again. Definitely combat, artillery combat. It should say artillery at some point. So you know it was a problem. It's not that bit. Oh no. Back a bit. Back a bit. Print. Print. Come on. Aha. No. Withdraw. No. Yeah. Right, we know that's a bug there, and I think that was it. Right, so that's not what we need to do now is because it's a Commodore 64 game. We need to save very, very carefully by doing this. If you don't do this, it'll save. It'll say, "Yeah, I've saved that, mate," but it won't actually save it. We found a problem where you get into an artillery duel, and it doesn't tell you how many cavalry you've got, how much cavalry you've got, which is a bit of a problem. We had cavalry running about. So I'm saving me extra cautious because I've not got this far before. You know, we're doing it live, doing it in cosplay, because it's all part of the fun. So now we have allied code word, which is Nosey, in honour of the Duke of Wellington, who has a big nose. This is because it's a two-player game. The idea is one player goes for a walk or a cup of tea or something. Then the other player makes their moves, and then they have to hand it over, and you can't just see what the other person's up to. It's a hidden, it's trying to be like a proper war game in BASIC. And this bit isn't very good. It's asking you first for Wellington's code word. Unfortunately, it's like blue on grey, which is not really the best, is it? Not really the best at all. But fortunately, we know what the code word is because it's Nosey. Just like Nosey Bonk. And we have here our 10 units. We have 5 British units and 5 Prussian. Oh, it is. I think it gets better next time. 5 British, 5 Anglo-Dutch units. Anglo-Dutch. And 5 Prussian units. So you have artillery, infantry, and cavalry. Morale. Cavalry units which are only cavalry can, in theory, move twice. Everyone else gets to move one space. And we have the map laid out. So let's have our place names again. Wellington is at Waterloo. Other towns are on the map. You have your 10 units, and you only get to find out what each unit can see. So this is the 16th of June at 10 o'clock in the morning. That's Uxbridge over the west-hand side. On the far, as Tim Pott pointed out, on the far reaches of the Metropolitan line. So over here are the Prussians. For me, the Prussians are in the wrong colour. One of the issues they had at Waterloo was the French were dressed in blue. The Prussians were dressed in Prussian blue, which is dark blue. And at a distance, they say, are they blue or are they dark blue? It's kind of hard to tell. Bülow, Jeremy Irons. These are the Prussians. So Wellington is just behind Waterloo. In theory, he can go 2 spaces. I'm not sure if the town blocks movement, though. That's the one. He lost his leg, didn't he? And another one, he wore a top hat because it was basically no one was expecting Napoleon to show up, and he basically was in not fancy dress. Basically, he has nice clothes because that's all he had. So I want to send the Duke to the southeast on his horse Copenhagen. Orange, not the only fruit. Other things are available. He is going to head southwest into Quatre-Bras if the game will let us. Now, Cole, merry old soul, he's going to heading south to join up. Benny Hill is going to head southeast. Uxbridge, brrr. In theory, he's pure cavalry, so he's going to head east 2 spaces because we're trying to use our cavalry to see what's going on. Now, Blucher is not British. He does not wear this hat. Blucher is Prussian. He wears the Prussian hat. And Prussians, hang on, we need the Prussian theme tune here. One moment, please. Media source. I think it's this one. And existing, Germany. Especially everyone can hear it. There we are. So, Blucher is Q, not B, because B is Bülow. But Blucher, yeah, I've had a haircut. Blucher is going to head... We're not sure where the Napoleon is, but we don't want him to catch up with us. So the Prussians are going to head northwest to join up with the Duke. He had a haircut today. Number 3, I believe it was. Zieten is also going to head northwest. So we want to join up with... Everyone's going northwest, really. Join up with the Duke, if we can. So Orange couldn't go into there, and then his orders went astray, which can happen. And Hill, Zieten, Perch and Thielman can't do that. Oh, definitely. I had a cut this morning. So, interesting. So, Napoleon. Code word for Napoleon is bony. The secret code word for Napoleon is bony. And again, I read a good book by it was one of the dumbasses, and here we are. Napoleon. Note the French morale is higher. It's 7, not 6. We have higher morale than the Allied forces. There's Napoleon, Grouchy, Van Damme, does the splits. Gerard plays for. He's managers now. Aston Villa, I believe you said. Milhouse, Ney, who is Ginger, Ray from Star Wars, Derlon, Lobart, and Kellerman. Press any key. So you want to use your cavalry as scapes, not send them in to attack orange people. So here's Napoleon, who's an X, just like that. It's probably an X-man. He can't see anybody. He's right in the south. Let's put our place names back on. So yeah, this is the power of GIMP, you see. Set things up nicely. So we are somewhere to the south of Ligny. We're heading up towards Waterloo, and beyond Waterloo is the road to Brussels. These trousers go all the way down, and then we've got these fake boot things. Obviously, you see they're fake, got my socks underneath. But, you know, if you had shoes on, they would look quite fine. Ney is Ginger, as we know. He's cavalry. In front of him is Ray. Ray. Possibly from Reef Radio. There's Derlon. What's he up to? Good old Lobau. I don't know why we're getting illegal orders. You know, orders going astray is one thing. I wonder what the book tells us. What the book? The big book. The big book of war. It's only, apparently it's a big programme, apparently. It's a big programme. Some of these programmes are quite small, although I still lost all the memory. Here we are. Napoleon's orders. Napoleon X. Because he's a rebel. Place names off. I'm saying Napoleon. He's going to go north. We're going to go nice and north. Here's Grouchy. Now Grouchy, I want you to go north.
I'm Marshal Grouchy, and I don't want to be here.
I know. Go away, Grouchy. Go northeast.
Do I have to?
Yes. Bloody hell. He's a miserable bastard. How about Van Damme? Oh, we know. I think Van Damme should just head north. Gerard, again, let's head north. We're not doing anything complicated. We're just going to head basically north and try and cut off the Prussians from the British. And not the British, the Anglo-Dutch forces. Now, Ney, as we know, is ginger. Ney's going northeast, if we're allowed to. Now, Ray is going to head northwest. Durlon is going to just head north. So you've got the compass on the top right, tells you what orders you can do. Lobau is going to just head north. And Kellerman, who is on the far right, on the far left, or the gauche, as we say in French, is going to head northwest. And let's see, Grouchy can't go with this, he's a miserable bastard. Ray can't go where I want to send Ray either. I don't know why. That's your move chip. Right, look it up. In theory, what are illegal moves? Checking your orders. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. For L equals if that is that, go to 270. Otherwise, to say illegal move. Interesting. I could have balled something up, to be honest with you. Well, they built it, but I need to change the stream title. Thank you. So I believe the Bismarck was built, but then they couldn't get it out of harbour. I don't know if I can do it in here. Bear with me, folks. Edit. Call this. There we are. Doobie-doo. Else wins the war. There we are. Done. Thank you, Ponder. Right, where are we? So basically, it's now 2 o'clock on June the 16th. We can have an action replay or press any keys. Currently, the Allies are winning. But you can have action replay. We're not doing it yet because you only have one move. Wellington's code word. Change hats. There we are. So we know that Wellington is bony. No, Wellington is nosy. Let's try it again. Without typos. Yeah. Loads of troops here. We like lots of troops. We draw the map. Wellington has moved southeast, which is good. There's orange. There's Cole, who married that lass from Girls Aloud. I'm quite pleased with this outfit. The trousers are a little bit loose, but then to be fair, some of my outfits the trousers are the opposite. Like my disco suit is incredibly tight. There's Uxbridge. There's Blücher, who's Q. Don't know why. Gerhard Blücher, but Q. Zeaton. Remember, we spotted somebody. We spotted G. And there's Perch. So the last time we got into some sort of battle, and then the game crashed. This time, hopefully, we'll get some. So far, no one's died, which is a victory for humanity. So Wellington is going to head. We're scattered all over the map. Wellington is going to head south 2 spaces. Orange, I think you should head east to match up with the Prussians. George Cole should head southeast in the woods. Hill, just go east 1 space if we can. Uxbridge, I want you to go south 2 spaces because you're just cavalry. Blücher, I want you to head southwest. Zeaton, I want you to head northwest. Perch northwest. Thielman northwest. And Bülow west. Just go west. Are these orders okay? Cole can't go where he's going. I don't know why. Uxbridge orders went astray. But this is how war works. Oh, I forgot to. I must apologize. I forgot to change hats, but not this time. Because it. Oh. I've still got this. Because when I got my hair cut, I made sure I saved a little lock of my hair to be Napoleon, and then fell off. So Napoleon is bony because he has an army of skeletons. So far, no one's died, which is a good thing. We have the map. There's Napoleon X. He invented the X-Men, you know. Marshal Croissant. There's Grouchy, the miserable bastard. I watched Game of War with Angela Rippon, and they fired Grouchy, replaced him with Ney, who was ginger. So we are amassing our troops in the middle somewhere. We can't see anyone at the moment. Oh no, we've seen some Prussians. What's Ney doing? He's very ginger, isn't he? And there's Ray. Oh, we've seen some orange people. So you've got a nice force in the middle. It could be you're not allowed to go northwest or something stupid. That could be it. Are we allowed to go northwest or not? Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Right. Can I go? Aha! Right. Only cavalry can go northwest in ordinal directions. Which explains why I can't do certain things. Yeah, he was known for it. Absolutely mad for it, he was. And that's why he also had his hand in here. Because this was his hand of glory. So, only cavalry can go northwest, southwest, blah, blah, because that counts as 2 moves. So Napoleon is going to head northeast, and he should be allowed to. Grouchy can't go northeast because he's infantry. But he's going to just head north 1. Van Damme is going to head north 1. Gerard is going to head north. Milhouse is going to head north next to this letter T. Ney, with his ginger, is going to head north 1. Ray's going to head north. So I'm not rushing with Ney. I'm being cautious with Ney because he's only got 3,000 cavalry. Derlon is going to follow up. Lobau is going to head north as well. See, we learned things. It wasn't a bug. We just did it wrong. Kellerman, who is cavalry, should be able to go faster though. So he's going to go north-east. He should be allowed to. Let's see if our moves are better now. Can't get better than that, can you? Can't get better than that. So I think we now go into moves in combat. Will we get further this time? There's not much sound in this game, but then it fills 32 to 34 kilobytes of memory. And what's interesting is the Dreadnought game again was most of the memory taken up, but Richthofen, which I did the other day and ran out of memory, only had 8K. I redefined some character sets and I did it very badly. Apparently you can move the screen in the Commodore 64. Here we are. Now it's 3 o'clock. The Allies are still winning. There's been no combat. So now we carry on. Wellington's code word. Which is Nosey. No one's died yet. We're still manoeuvring. So we're getting our reports. Everyone's getting their reports in. There's Wellington, bless it. Look at him. Be proud of him. what you need to do here now. It's good. You'll like this. Not a lot, but you'll like it. Chroma key. Boom. Boom. Look at him. Right. All our reports. So we can see a selection of French troops lurking about.
Attack! Damn you, Bonaparte!
You see, he's a character.
Attack!
Right, Wellington's orders. So we're all over the place, and we've got a load of. It's a very nice hat. I made it out of cardboard. This hat is I got from a fancy dress shop. I have many hats, many hats. Wellington, I think, needs to get his arse into gear and should head south as fast as possible. Orange has seen a Frenchman. It's great, isn't it? Sort of very sort of tin soldier sort of thing. I went to the Thursford Christmas show, and if you like dancing girls, and especially have some sort of fetish for the Nutcracker, it's great for that sort of. It was really nice. Is that this is niche content here, lads. Now Cole is up north somewhere. We're send Cole south a bit. Hill can't go southeast, but he can go east one space. Uxbridge, in theory, really needs to start moving. Blucher, different hat. So Blucher, I think, can go southwest into the town. Zeaton, I want you to go south one space. Oh, try again. Zeaton. Okay, right. Patience, hands off the keyboard. Let it catch up. Zeaton's orders. South 1. That's right. Again, right. South. Maybe I've got caps lock on. Start again. Right. Zeaton's orders. South 1. Right. West 1. Maybe we can't go south. That might be a problem. No, that doesn't make any sense. Purchase orders. South 1. Very strange. Yeah, nice and short. It was hot. I went running yesterday at 10k. That wasn't nice. That was I didn't collapse though. Some people did collapse. Collapsing isn't good. With the heat. One lady overtook me, zoomed past me, and then a minute later I caught up with her. She stopped, was having some sort of seizure. Well, not quite a seizure, but she was like, don't feel very well at all. And she got again checked out by the paramedics at the end. But I did 4 laps of the Lotus test circuit. Oh, different hat. Cause I did it because it's like, it's not often you get to go to the. Well, you can't go to the Lotus test circuit because it's obviously private. But let's have a nice 10k track round it. So we know this is Boney. Again, no one's died yet. This is a good thing. We are keeping France strong. We've been streaming now for about an hour. No one's died yet. So here's Napoleon. But one crashed though. One crashed to basic and then lose all the program. So Napoleon and Grouchy are on top of each other. Keep it clean. There's Van Damme. So in the main campaign, Napoleon first off drove off the Prussians and then turned and chased the British, leaving Grouchy to chase the keep an eye on the Prussians, who then got around Grouchy because Grouchy was rubbish. We found some Prussians though. I don't like the colour. They should be a different colour. They shouldn't be orangey red. I don't know if that's orange or is it red, but it's not right. So Ney can see orange. So can Ray from Star Wars. Daisy Ridley, whose great uncle wrote The Ghost Train, which is a really good film starring Arthur Askey. Well worth a watch. There's Lobau. I'm staying out of the woods so far because woods confuse movement. And city towns make it easy to defend. So everyone's hanging about. Napoleon, who is with Grouchy. I want Napoleon to head northeast. Order's not understood. I probably have typed the wrong key. Let's try it again. Napoleon, can you go northeast, please? Yes, you can. Grouchy can't go northeast, but he can go north. Van Dam can go east. Gerard can go north. Millhouse, I want you to go north. Now Ney, who is ginger, you can go northeast. Ray's going to go north 1 space. Erlon's going to go north 1 space. Lobau's in the middle. I want you to go north. And Kellerman, who I think is faster, is going to go north 2 spaces. Will it work? We don't know. So Van Dam, orders get lost. Oh, so did Ney. That's not good. Because couriers get shot or get lost or get confused. It happens. That's war. So let's see what the end of turn is. Is there any combat? Will somebody die? Or will we crash to basic? It's very tense. There's a good book downstairs from... Right. We haven't fixed this bug yet. There's a bug here where it's not telling us how many cavalry we've got. So we've got numbers of artillery and infantry, but not cavalry. So there should be numbers there. So we've got Blucher, Perche and Thielmann versus Napoleon and Grouchy. So the French are outnumbered. And Blucher's in the town. Blucher there uses they, them pronouns, looks like. It means Blucher and his men, really. So first we have artillery shooting at each other. So Perche and Thielmann have artillery. Napoleon has none. Grouchy's taken some losses. We have some dead people. We have some dead French people. This is bad for France. They've been shot by evil German guns, possibly manufactured by Krupp. Press any key. See, multiple combat phases, I think. We've taken more losses. So this is artillery shooting at artillery. Will we shoot back? We don't know. Let's find out. Okay. We're now getting to the combat zone. This is where we blew up last time. This is where we blew up last time. Will we get further? It's a mystery. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. Press any key when ready. So, it's 3 o'clock. We have a map. That's a town. There's a compass. North is to the left. We have Thielmann. Oh, hello. Hello. Ah, that's the cursor, that is. That's neat, isn't it? So, Allies orders. I think Thielmann, T, should go south. Next to that Fort Erin, 4100. Woo! Right. We're good at this, aren't we? 4100. I pressed the button. Let's clear the screen. We got further than last time. Next Y, next B. Yeah, that's good. And list 40020 to, do you mind? 40030. Ah, there's a line missing. Right, that's going to cause a problem, isn't it, lads? 40030 for Y equals 0 2 9. So let's now go back a little bit and let's clear the screen and let's go to 30,000. Okay, let's not go to 30,000. Let's go to right. Combat. There's definitely combat. Let's go to 10,060. Go to 10,060. Definitely says combat. We like that. Right. At some point we can jump back into the code. I'm pretty damn sure we can. Nail out the battle map. Right. Go to 5443. We've lost the time. Commodore 64. When you get a basic error, it generally... No. I think in theory you can, but chances are you tend to lose variables. You lose variables. So what you need to do is reset, hard reset. This is why I find Commodore 64 stuff intriguing, but I never ever run anything without snapshotting first. This is super speed, by the way. Right. List. We know 40,000. We know there's a missing line to 40,030. List. 40,000 to 40030. Right. 40030 for y equals 0. I think it's 0 to 9, I think. Let's double check that. Then we'll save and we'll try again. But this time, what we'll do, we'll go through it quickly because we can. I think it's a good. It actually might be a good game. Because this, to be fair, it's not the fault of the game. It's sort of me missing a line out. And unfortunately, the book is printed like this. So this is the listing because it goes across. It's the two lines that go across the whole page. So you have to sort of hold it up like you can't really see that. It's not like this. You stack it neatly. No, it's like this, which is a bit of a pain. So we now do save. And this is the other thing I get annoyed about. You've got to do this. It's not called that either. It's called Waterloo. If you don't do @0, it'll save. Yes. It's and then you get lots of stuff like the load of spaces. But how many spaces are there? If you try and count how many spaces there are, counting negative space is not simple. Right, let's speed this up. Right. Let's now run. And let's try and do it faster. We know it's Nosey and Boney and Nosey. Swap the hats. Press a key. Right. We now know what things are going on. This is in warp mode now, which is very, very... Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? Right. We're going fast now. We're going to go fast. Warp mode is always a little bit risky because the keys are very sensitive. Coal, orange. Coal is south 1, hill, east 1, Uxbridge, south east. Change hats. This is the life of the typing. Blucher is going to go west 2, Zeaton west 1, Perch west 1, Thielman west 1, Bulow is going to go west 2. Orange got lost. Bulow can't do that. Swap hats. So the weird graphics characters, you do get used to them. If it's like the actual Petsky graphics, they're a bit weird, but they would be on the keyboard. To be fair, they would actually be on the keyboard. When it's stuff like the graphics controller characters, as Ponder says, you get used to them. So you know what Q is? That's cursor down, cursor right, cursor left, reverse on, reverse off. The standard ones are used to. And what this bloke does, he saves the... where you have the ink commands, he puts them in a string at the end, so they're quite not too difficult to do. So here's Napoleon. We're still on warp mode, because it's the third time round now. Ney is Ginger. So Napoleon is going to head north 2 spaces. Grouchy is going to head north 1 space. We're heading basically north because I cut off the Prussians. Ney is going to go north to investigate. Ray is going to head north. Dareland's going to head north. Lobau north. And Caravan's going to go north. All commands are valid. This is our first turn. Yeah, I did a war speed run of the Tunisian campaign. I won the whole thing in 4 days. No death. And that, my good friends, is North Africa liberated as advertised. So, Wellington's code word. Different hat. Also to buy some Wellington boots. So they were A, they were a tenner, and B, I'm not putting them. He's Nosey. Remember, he's Nosey for Wellington and Big Boney for Bonaparte. We've got more troops, but our troops are scattered. Uxbridge is cavalry. So in theory, there we are. Wellington, Cole, Hill. See, we've detected some French troops. We've detected 3 lots of French troops. Wellington is going to head south at speed. Orange, I think, should go into the town for protection. Cole, who married Cheryl. Hill can't go very fast. Uxbridge can go southeast because he's faster. Blucher, different hat. It's a lot harder in speed run, a lot harder with a speed run. Blucher, go into the town to detect some French people. Zeaton should keep heading west. Perch should keep heading west. Thilman into the town. And Bülow, who I think is Bülow purely cavalry? Let's find out. Because to be fair to Mr. Walwyn, whose father and grandfather were both admirals, Bülow is not just cavalry. He is cavalry, infantry, and artillery. So he's going to head west 1. So, it's all go, isn't it? It's all go. Right. Napoleon's code words. It's Allies first. Boney. No one's dead yet. So we detected some of the Allies, or people who don't want to be French, which means they're bad people. So Napoleon X, I think he's with Grouchy somewhere. He's going to head north at speed. Grouchy, who was rubbish, is going to head north. Van Dam's going to go north. Oh, because I pressed the wrong key there. Gerard's going to head north. Milhouse is going to go north. Ney, who got lost, I think, is going to head north at speed. Ray's going to go north. Erlon's going to go north. Lobau's going to go north. And Kellerman's going to go north fast. Move checked. Aha! Right, let's turn off. We have now turned off warp mode, so we're back into action. Combat between Orange and Ney and Ray. Ney has 3,000 cavalry and no infantry. Ray's also got cavalry and artillery. So we've got more points than the Allies. We've got Ney, who boosts morale because he's ginger. But they're in a town. So let's see how this affects things. First of all, artillery shoots at each other. Thank you, Ney. He's a menace. But, he's ginger. What can you do? So I think we're having some casualties. Yes, we've taken some losses in the first artillery phase. There's another artillery phase. I don't know whether they shoot at us back. Yes, I think we've damaged some of them. Local Dutch casualties. No. In the Sharpe thing, Orange was played by Paul Bettany, who married Jennifer Connelly. Here we are. We've been here before. This is the 3rd time now. So, towns are marked. Forests are the spade symbol. Which looks quite nice. Any key when ready. It's now 2 o'clock. We've got here faster. There's the town. There's a forest. I'm not sure what that's something that's not quite gone working there. So the Allies get to make a move. If you don't want to make a move, you type 0-0. French orders. So Kellerman just wants to go. Now he wants to go Kellerman north. We have numbers now. We vastly outnumber them in cavalry, which is nice. And we've got further. It's now 10. Now, in the big map, turns are 1 hour long. In the little map, turns are 10 minutes long. So the Orange is staying in the town. So it's Orange that just says 0-0 not to move. Now we want Ray to go west. We're trying to get around this town and trying to surround him a little bit. But Kellerman and Ney are pure cavalry. Okay, not sure where Ray is over there. That's not entirely accurate, is it really? French orders. Let's have Kellerman go west. So Kellerman should be now to the north of the town, having got around the back of Mr. Orange. And then Mr. Orange's numbers are dropping. He's holding the fort. That's his aim. There's the woods there. There's Mr. Orange. There's Ney. Kellerman. I'm not sure what he's over there for. Let's send Orange stays put. The French go. Ray is going to go west. Are we winning? Who knows? It's very mysterious. Maybe Ray's already gone there. So we're going to send Ginger Ney in. Ney west. So Ney should move next to the town now, which is Quatre-Bras. It's now 10-3. Has Ney moved, or is he just rubbish? Ney has indeed moved, which is good. Not sure what Ray's up to. Now, we've taken some kind of casualties, looks like. Or there's fighting going on. No sound. No sound, though. We are taking some losses. Our cavalry are causing damage to him. I think Ray needs to... Orange holds firm. So Orange just doesn't move. So at the end of the hour, that's the end of the battle. Ney holds firm. No one runs away. Ray holds firm. Kellerman holds firm. Any other battles? Oh, pretty use of colours. Oh, there's another fight here between Zieten, Perch, who are Prussians, versus Van Dam, who's working with the French. Now, the Prussians outnumber him quite extensively. So first of all, they have artillery combat. Well, the Prussian artillery, made by Krupp, shooting at Van Dam and his mates. He's already taken quite a lot of casualties. So I don't think Van Dam's going to like this. Look at this medal. Look, it's shiny. Look, medal. Shiny. Look. This is why he has his hand in his pockets. He can play with his medals. Look. So the Allies are definitely winning this little battle. So now, the combat. Please wait, it says. It's not messing about. It's setting things up. There's that weird thing on the screen. It's always exciting to do these things when you think, get to a certain stage, what's going on here? It's still 2 o'clock. So Zieten's in the town. So Zieten's there. Perch is to the north of him. So the Allies, I want to send Zieten south, which is to the right. And we want to send... The French are going to send Van Dam north, which is left. Hope you're making notes at home. It's got not a bad little grid, to be fair to it. It's a bit like chess. So they're on the same board there. Ooh. Right. Allies are going to send Perch south. And the French are going to stay put. So I want to see what happens. Is anyone going to run away? Let's find out. The French are badly outnumbered. It's already better than the Battle of Hastings. So I want Perch, P, to go west, which is down the screen one space. And the French are going to stay put. So what Van Dam should do is disengage. But I want to have a fight, have a battle. Because he's probably thinking, what I'll do, I'll roundhouse kick the lot of them. Always a mistake. So everyone's on the same square. Everyone's on the same space. Colours aren't quite right, but everyone's going to stay put and keep fighting it out. So far the Allies haven't had any casualties. We should not make it quite hard for the French to win. Yep. Is anyone winning? Is anyone losing? Are we too close? I don't know. We're definitely in the same square on the map. Everyone's all friends together. Let's. Oh no, that was quick. So that's the end of the hour. Zeaton holds firm. Perch holds firm. What about Van Dam? Van Dam falls back. The Prussians are happy today. It's going to be short. I think I've gone very red because I was out in the. I went running around the track. So the Allies are definitely winning. And also there was absolutely no shelter around the Lotus track. But it's not seeing it though. Right, Wellington's code word. We know what it is. Nosey. We're taking some casualties, but not the Prussians though. The Prussians have won a battle. Ooh. Is Wellington a rapper? So here we are. Things are progressing at least. There's Wellington. I like him to be red. Orange should be orange. Clearly. So orange is surrounded, which actually makes sense. We saw that happening. Hill's over there, chasing Hill's Angels, I would imagine. Look at these boots. They're not real boots, though. They're not real boots, but they look the part, though. They look the part. To be fair to them. Uxbridge is up there, so Uxbridge is miles away. But remember, it's a 3-day battle. It's 3 days. We've got the 16th, the 17th, and the 18th of June. Will we get it all done tonight? We don't know. Will the game crash again? We don't know. It's all very exciting. So there's Zeaton and Perch, who are on top of Van Dam. But Napoleon's in the middle. Where's Bülow in his army? Bülow is miles away. Useless so-and-so. Let's have our place names back in so we know what's going on. So yeah, there's a battle at Ligny and a battle at Quatre-Bras. Wellington is going to head south at speed. If I was in the right window. Orange is in a combat zone. Just warning you, can't be doing orders. Cole, though, needs to move south. Hill needs to move east. Uxbridge needs to go southeast and get a bloody move on. So Blucher is with Thielmann. But I think we're going to stay put and wait for Bülow to catch up. Zeaton is a combat zone, so is Perch, so they can't disengage. Thielmann is going to stay put. Bülow is going to head west 1 space. Checking our orders. Changing my hat. Changing my hat. See, all our orders are successful. This is how we do war. Commodore 60, indeed, Commodore 64. Yeah, it's very. Some of the colours are quite good. Some they're faded. They are very faded. So this is Humphrey Walwyn's Waterloo from Micro Wars on the Commodore 64. So I've typed in, made some mistakes, corrected them. There were some mistakes in the book I've also corrected. It's a 2-player game, and the idea is that you take turns entering orders. Orders are executed simultaneously, but they're done in secret, and your mate goes for a walk or something to the toilet, and therefore your turn is locked with the code word. So you can see here, Van Dam's taken some casualties, so has Ray, and so has Ney, and so has Kellerman. This is the first day of the 3-day campaign. It's a good book, actually. There's a few things in here. You've got... What have we got in here? Waterloo, which is this. Caractacus, Torpedo Bomber, Richthofen, which I've done, Dreadnought, which I've done, and Strategics, which is Napoleonic Europe at the grand strategic level, American Civil War. So it's a lot of value. So my aim as Napoleon is to defeat the Prussians first, and also local Dutch soldiers, and then get the British. The British are miles away at the moment. But if we can defeat the Prussians, we can defeat them in detail, which is what I like to do. Crush them with the big French hammer, or martel. If you want to look for a new video from me, there'll be a video live on Sunday at noon, a little one, and there'll be a proper video on Friday. I've got 2 more bits to film for that, or 2 more characters. So Napoleon, I think we want to go and help Van Damme. So Napoleon's going to head west. But yes, thank you. Still got a bit of a cost. Now Grouchy, who's rubbish, is going to head north. Van Damme is going to stay put, although he should be in a combat zone. Gerard is going to head west. Milhouse is going to go north. Ney's in a combat zone. Ray's in a combat zone. Delon, I think his orders got lost last time. He's going to head north. Lobau is going to head east. Remember, we're going to crush the Prussians and crush the Orange. Yeah, I've got a new wig. That Ney wig is a brand new wig. And this, I've had this costume in the attic for for about a year, I think. It's been sitting there, I can do this Waterloo type season. Ding, 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 ding. I was glad it's not yesterday, because yesterday I didn't get dressed until I went out for a run in the evening. It was too hot. Whereas today it's cooled down quite a lot. We're missing the numbers of cavalry Orange has got. They are in the town of Quatre-Bras. Ney's there, they're in the town as well. And there's Ray and there's Kellerman. So this time we outnumber the Orange people. First of all, those artillery shooting at each other. Orange is, I think, is taking casualties. Ney may have taken casualties. We're not displaying cavalry. I've missed something out here. This is probably not the game's fault. This is my fault. But as we're proceeding, we'll carry on as we are. It's very close. Orange had the benefit of the artillery duel, I think, because he's in the town. But he's definitely taking casualties. He needs the rest of the Anglo-Dutch forces to show up and help him, which is Cole, Uxbridge, and Hill. It's all very strategic. No sound. So the Allies are currently winning. Now it's general skirmishing. So which our overwhelming advantage in cavalry should help us out. No, it seems not helping us out. Do we go to the main... at some point we must go to the main battle screen with the chessboard nonsense. Because obviously everything should line up neatly. I think the Allies are winning. I think because Orange is in the town, even though he's a bit rubbish. General skirmishing. I think because there's different units involved, maybe it's 3 goes. So we're playing this live. First time I played this, I fixed the bug at the start where I played it where you could see all enemy units, which obviously wasn't right. So Quatre-Bras is holding. Orange holds firm. Ney holds firm. Ray falls back. Kellerman falls back. Oh dear. We might need to disengage and try again. So I think moves carry on until 10 PM. Then you get the next day. Oh, different colours. It's pretty. Oh, we have combat now between Blucher, Thielman versus Grouchy. At the moment, Grouchy just gets outnumbered. And Blücher gives a morale boost to Thielmann. First of all, it's the artillery duel. Napoleon likes to use his artillery in the Grand Battery and basically shell the hell out of the opponents. While we're waiting for the battle, check out my costume. I'm going to stand over here. I don't mess about. Tail, everything. There are many things you can say about this channel, but on this channel we don't mess about. Apart from when we do mess about. The artillery is fighting, so the combat is in different stages. Sometimes it's just cavalry against cavalry. Sometimes it's artillery. Sometimes it's a full-on battle, and it decides based on what people are up to. So this should be a proper battle, I think. Yes, proper battle. Remember, we've got through this before. It didn't make a lot of sense, but we got through it. So remember, don't press enter yet. And the compass isn't always north-south. Depends on what's going on around the map. So it's 3 o'clock. That's the town where Mr. Orange is. Orange is there. So is somebody. Blücher. It's Blücher, is it? So the Allies are in the town. So we're going to stay in the town. Why would we leave? Now the French have Y. Don't know who that is. And they're going to head east. The map is back to front. Is backwards, which is a bit confusing. I don't know why. Grouchy, it's Grouchy and Milhaud anyway versus Blücher and Thielmann. Very confusing. But definitely is back to front. Now Y did move, wherever the hell Y is, and Milhouse is already in the. Oh, Y is Grouchy. Of course, Y is Grouchy. Yeah, I've seen G for Grouchy. It's Y for Grouchy. So Allies are going to say, we're not going to move. We're in a town. The French are going to send Grouchy to the east, which is backwards. There we are. So now everyone's in the town. Grouchy, Milhaud versus the Prussians. So the 10-minute tactical map. Allies' orders. Well, everyone's going to stay in this little town, which is Ligny, I believe. We're in Ligny. I want you to stay put and fight each other. So Grouchy's got just under 17,000 men. That's the number. Brown. Hello, good evening there, Jim. How are things, sir? This is the very brown Commodore 64 because it's the brown field of battle. This is the Battle of Waterloo. Well, technically, we've zoomed in. This is the Battle of Ligny, where we have Thielmann and Blücher defending the town against Grouchy and Milhaud. It's coming up to 3:30 on the 16th of June, 1815. And we're fighting out for control of the town. And Grouchy is losing a few men, but not a lot of men. Not a lot of men. So this is the tactical map. The grey checkerboard thing represents a town. We are attacking this little town of Ligny. Oh, little town of... And this tactical map, it would be nice with nice bright colours, wouldn't it, to be fair? But it's an intriguing game. It takes about 32k. And there's no sound. So I think there's some kind of fighting going on. Possibly. If Grouchy drops below... I put my teeth in. If Grouchy drops below 16,900, there's not much going on. So I've parked my troops on top of his... Blücher holds firm. Thielmann holds firm. Grouchy falls back. And as Jim's here. And Milhouse falls back.
I'm Marshal Grouchy, and I don't want to be here.
So now it's Zieten Perch versus Napoleon and Van Damme. So, and Lobau. So, 50,000 Prussians. Oh, yeah, exactly. The British are way back. Also, don't forget Super Jim Tembo. We've seen battle involving an orange. So, the Prussians have 50,000 infantry, 4,000 artillery, and the French have half that number. But they've got Napoleon. And Napoleon is worth 50,000 men by himself. Or so they say. There's an artillery combat phase. The fruits are indeed available. Prussians have taken some casualties. Also, Van Damme can do that roundhouse kick thing, can't he? So Lobau's taking a fair bit of a kick, and Van Damme's taking a hit too. But Napoleon's here now, and I think on the day he had piles. I think he kept going to the toilet, and the splits, and occasionally he did that green screen thing where he was his own twin brother. That's quite good. I liked Van Damme. There's that film JCVD. That was weird, but it was really well done. Where he's playing himself during a bank robbery. Bless him. At least he's not a horrible idiot like old Seagal, bless his heart. I like to mind his films, but he's not what he was, bless him, Seagal. So Van Damme's taking a lot of casualties in his artillery. I don't think Nappy's winning this one. So far we've only had 2 crashes to basic and only lost the source twice, so, you know. But the numbers are definitely changing. Which means I think the Allies are winning. They are defending the town. We're now having general skirmishing. Remember, Napoleon can only use his left hand. Probably his right hand's busy, for doing Napoleon things. Because after all, he did have a bony part, which was then sold for auction. I remember reading about that in the Sun newspaper. It was sold for auction. It was said to resemble a shriveled seahorse, about 1.5 inches in length. Napoleon's knob. Someone cut it off and preserved it, which is a bit grim. That's the old days for you. Zieten and Perch are holding firm. Napoleon falls back. Les gardes recul! Les gardes recul! Oh, no, 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 no! A good day for the Prussians, though. I can't hear that. Have I broken this again? Where have you gone? This should be playing a tune. Advanced audio. Oh, this thing's bloody awful. Germany. That's better. Sorry, folks. I'm not as proficient as all the scene stuff for some people, but yeah, we're making it do. We're making it do. It's now 4 p.m. and the Allies are definitely winning. Wellington's code word. So, as we are historically accurate, we have historically accurate hats for each side. 2-player game. So Wellington's code word is, of course, Nosey. And Orange has taken some casualties. The fruits are available. No worries, Jeff. Yes, it's working so far. Thank you for stopping by. I hope work doesn't go to... hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, or all day, wherever you are in the world. And remember, don't have nightmares. The Commodore 64 can't really hurt you. So here we are. Here's our report. Where are place names? Place names. Place names. Right. So Orange is still in Quatre-Bras. Cole is near Waterloo, heading south. This is the 16th of June. Hill is over near Nivelle. Uxbridge is between Nivelle and Waterloo to the west. The Blucher and the Prussians are fighting in Ligny under attack from the French. Zieten is west of Ligny, being attacked by Van Damme, or attacking Van Damme actually, but with Napoleon has run away. You said Ely is not too bad then. Enjoy Ely, sir. I like Ely. We went to for a Turkish restaurant there. It's very nice. Thielmann's in Ligny. We got takeaway food afterwards. We had so much food. Bouleau is somewhere north of Ligny. Jeremy Irons. if I should watch my YouTube videos, is I only make the one joke. Here I make the joke 15 times because we get new viewers dropping in. So Wellington is up there. I think Wellington's going to go into the town. In my Wellington red hat. Orange is staying put because he's in a town and he's doing a good job. He's not like Paul Bettany. Here's Cole, who was a merry old soul. He's going to keep marching south. Hill is going to keep marching east. Only cavalry can go in ordinal directions, which is northwest, northeast, blah, 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 blah. Which gets confusing. Oxbridge is cavalry, though, so he's going to head southeast, which counts as 2 moves. Blucher is in a combat zone. Zeaton's orders. So Zeaton, I think, is with Perch. And I think Zeaton should chase Napoleon. And Perch should stay put. Thielman is in a combat zone in Ligny. Bülow is miles back. He's going to keep heading west very slowly. Let's take these place names off. Boom. There we are. Check our orders. If an order's invalid, it'll tell you. If it was, go, yeah. What can also happen is orders can go astray or people can get lost in the woods. Napoleon's code word. Napoleon is, of course, bony. He also had a little kiss curl thing on his head. Let's see if I can get that to stick. So I had a haircut today. Short hair is neat hair. But I managed to save this from the hairdresser, from the barber. Grouchy, we've had a lot of morale loss. Napoleon's morale's dropped. So's Van Damme, so's Gerard Milhouse and Ray. So we're now dropping to be the same as the Anglo-Dutch. Napoleon's looking about, seeing what's what. Strong Prussian force to his north. Grouchy's over to the east, being useless. There's Van Damme. So Napoleon tried to defeat in detail, but in fact he said, I'm going to defeat them in detail and then spread his forces all over the place. There's Milhouse. There's Ney, who's ginger. He's fighting with Orange. There's Ray. Ray's fallen back. Erdogan's not got there yet. The useless duffer. And there's Lobby, as we call him. And there's Kellerman. Kellerman is in with the Orange Man. Right, Napoleon orders. Napoleon's going to go back to the attack. Grouchy, who's rubbish. Yay, I know. How's it going? Grouchy is wise over with Milhouse. He's going to head west. Van Damme's going to stay put because we're getting reinforcements. So I knew a fair amount about the Battle of Waterloo because I think I read a few books about it. I watched Game of War earlier. We definitely have done that. Kellerman and Ney are heavy cavalry and they're attacking Orange and Quatre-Bras. So I generally knew quite a fair amount. Because then you realise, well, some of like the Dreadnought stuff. I read 2 books on the Great War at Sea. So then you go stuff like, yeah, okay, then you think, oh, hang on, what else should you have in this game? Oh, you could have this, you could have that. You add things in. So where's Gerard? Oh, Gerard is going to head north. Milhouse is going to head west. Now Ney is with the Orange Man. He's going to stay put. Ray is going to head back north. Yeah, so by generally try and read a few books in there. Erlon's going to head west. Lobby is going to head east and join the battle for Ligny. Kellerman is going to stay put. You like this? Look, attention to detail. Attention to detail. This is only day 1. So Ray got lost. Lobby got lost. Moves checked. Not too bad. And a book downstairs by Patrick, somebody or other, called Napoleonic Wargaming for fun. And one of the various Napoleonic war games, going from the Sharpe and his riflemen having like action in the hills with the guerrillas sort of thing, all the way up to campaign level, and beyond the campaign level is what called the generalship game, where you're actually role playing as the general himself. Like, when do you go to sleep? When do and you've got to write orders. You've got to write letters home every day to your government. You've got to organise your supplies. You've got to, and you get told, it's now 10:30. Well, I'm now going to go up to the front and support the troops and stuff. This is a bug with missing numbers of cavalry. So it's Orange versus Ney, who is ginger, and Kellerman. So this is the Battle of Quatre-Bras, which means 4 arms, like some kind of wibbly wobbly man. Look at that. Terrifying. It's just like being there. Right, press a key. Come on, stalkers, focus. Now it's general skirmishing. So this is a step down from a full battle. I think it's just Kellerman and Ney who are just cavalry. So they're basically riding around outside, waving the horses about. Exactly, yeah. I did that for the general. I played the general on stream, I think, last year, possibly for Waterloo. And the general, I remember as a kid, we never got... We never got... As a kid, I bought the general. It's a good game. I never got to the end of a battle. As in, I never won, I never lost. It always crashed. And it crashed on stream. So fortunately, I snapshotted it. And then, because I knew it was about to crash, I then spent a couple of weeks debugging the bloody thing. Fortunately, it was written in BASIC. It's written in BASIC, so I could debug what was going on. But it's one of those bugs that you only get after you're playing the game for about 30 or 40 turns. So it's a bit of a sort. There was a slight bug. It was like, if a unit's dead, it doesn't get its orders reset, and then it starts going a bit wonky. I think Ney and Kellerman aren't doing very well. I know he's ginger, but we still, he's still commanding troops. He does his best, bless him. In the film Waterloo 1970, he was played by Daniel O'Hurley. That's the one. Daniel O'Hurley plays Ney in that one, who is ginger, and Orson Welles is Louis the 18th. Rod Steiger's Napoleon. Christopher Plummer is Wellington. Orange holds firm. I think Ney and Kellerman are not going to be happy. Yeah, no, it's got some really nice scenery as well, because I think they used the whole Red Army as extras or something ridiculous. Because the site of Waterloo, the 18th, was really bad weather. But we've not got that far yet. It's still lovely June weather. So Ney's fallen back and Kellerman's fallen back. Yeah, our attack on Quatre-Bras has gone horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. Ah. Ooh. It's still war. We've got more combat. This time between Blucher, they're in a town. Thielman, they're in a town. Versus Grouchy, Millhouse, who just has cavalry now, it looks like. First, we have artillery combat phase. We know we're missing something. So it says what you're doing, and then goes, something combat phase, and then goes, yeah, I'm doing this. Battle map. Right. Combat. Go to 380, it says. Hopefully I'll work out what line. I'm not doing it now, because it'll break everything. 380. Next J. What? Commodore 64. So we have lots of shooting. See? Haircut this morning, but I kept this just for you folks. Because Napoleon has one of these things. So does Elvis, I think. Ooh, combat zone. Also on YouTube is the thing called Game of War, which was a 1997 television programme presented by Angela Rippon. And they had 3 historical battles. There was Naseby, I think Balaclava, and Waterloo. And actually, and unlike Time Commanders, it was like a precursor to Time Commanders. This was a more traditional tabletop wargaming, and the commanders of both sides were actual retired generals or proper generals. So the Allies were in a town, and they're going to stay there. Oh yes, but he's not surrendered yet, Mr. Russell. He's not surrendered yet. So this is the tactical map. The Allies are in that grey checkerboard, which is a town, and they're going to stay put. The French are commanded by Grouchy and Milhouse. They're going to go north. Send Grouchy north first. So Milhouse is only cavalry. The Allies are going to just stay in the town. Why wouldn't they? That's a pretty effect, isn't it? I don't know what it does. I think it's, mind you, you have to make a turn. The French are going to say Milhouse are going to go... Oh, hello. Let's keep an eye on Grouchy, 14743. See if anything's happening. Because there's a lot of sound. A bit of sound would be nice. Just even some sort of a bang, bang, bang sort of sound. Allies stay put. Yeah, Allies stay. Oh, okay. I wasn't. Oh, Grouchy definitely went down then. He's down 12,000 men. No wonder he's so miserable. Right, here we are. Patience and the keys. So that's a sign of combat. That is. That means fighting is happening. Allies orders. Stay put. French orders. Milhouse to the attack. There we are. My, at Waterloo Napoleon did surrender. Oh yes, and I have saved my destiny in quite a simple way. I think we need to pull Grouchy back because he's not doing very well. Oh, well, I sent Milhouse west. Unfortunately, west was not that way, like I thought. In fact, that way. Because the compass keeps changing. So Milhouse really wants to go north. Exactly, it still goes du pois. Yeah, Grouchy is getting hammered. I think we get one more go, and then it's the end of the day, end of the hour. So there's fighting going on in This is Ligny. That means there's fighting going on. A sound would be nice. That's all I'm saying. Grouchy's nearly lost all his artillery. Press a key when ready. Blucher holds firm. Thielman holds firm. Grouchy holds firm, be fair to him, and so does Milhouse. To be fair, the Allies are winning the Battle of Ligny. Oh, I like this effect. Oh, more fighting. Between Zeton and Perch versus Napoleon and Van Damme. And Lobau this time. So the numbers are a little bit closer. First of all, the big guns. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Boom, 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 boom. I want to shoot you. So the Allies are doing very well in that one. They got more points, more battle points. And what do battle points make? Battle prizes. Lots of artillery. We don't know what the cavalry's doing, but Van Damme has not got. Yeah. We need more French soldiers. Call up the reserves for 1817 or something. Chuck them in. We'll be fine. Oh, combat zone now. Please wait. See, the towns are checkerboards. Forests are the little what are they called? Spade symbols. It's 4 o'clock. It's 8:50. No, it's 4 o'clock. See, Allies are there. there's Napoleon and Van Damme and Lobau and Gerard. There's already fighting going on between Peakins. He's advanced. Allies orders. So I think Zeton, with a Z, needs to go north. Now the French orders, I think Gérard Debadur needs to head west into the same square. Everyone in together. Then we should basically 50,000 versus. It's not looking so good for the French. Napoleon's having an off day. He probably ate a bad prawn or something. See, Allies are in the same square, which is nice. And are doing lots of damage. See there the battle points at the top. They're going to just stay put. Zeton and Perch. But we're going to send forward Van Damme, if I can see the keyboard. And he's going to head south to attack the Prussians. I'm going to chuck everyone at it. With the more units you have, the more time it takes for your orders to take into effect. Because obviously you've got a command and control issue. The fighting is going on in that square there. That pretty effect. It's not. I rather like that. The Allies have 299 points. The French have 99. The Allies are going to stay put, and the French are going to send Lobau into the fray. He's not got many troops, but he's there. We are causing some Prussian casualties. Now the colours aren't right. Because the V and G should be blue. And there should be no L on the bottom. Allies are going to stay put. Unless... No, I think the symbols mean something. I think there might even be NATO symbols. Not quite sure. Because it could be the X's for infantry and just the slash for cavalry. But I'm not 100% sure on that. But I'm going to send Napoleon into attack as well. Everyone in the same square. That's the way I like it. Because NATO symbols are the X for infantry, because that's the crossed belts for the backpack. Cavalry have a single thing, which is your sabre holder, and artillery is just a ball for the cannonball. So everyone is going to stay put and fight it out, and see how we get on. 14. It's 20,000, 22,000 French versus 40,000 Prussians. It could be a wood pigeon. Could be little speckled Jim. I'm intrigued by this game. Took a while to type in because it's printed in a really bizarre format. But there's definitely stuff going on. And with improvement, you can do things like if you take out the REM statements, you can save a bit of memory. Also, there are some. Zeton holds firm, Perch holds firm, Napoleon holds firm, Van Damme falls back and holds firm. Gerard Holt falls back and Lobau falls back. Not sure duplicates there. But Napoleon is there and so is Van Damme. Bit mysterious. It's now 5 o'clock and the French are not doing well at all. The Prussians, they are losing to the Oranges and the Prussians. We haven't got any British yet. Wellington's code word. We change hats. Don't lose that. It is Nosey. So the British haven't done much yet. Coal Hill and Uxbridge are the British. Orange are the Dutch. And then the Prussians have been very busy. So as I think who was it now? That Metternich said the British will fight until the last Austrian. So Wellington is in the middle. There's Mr. Orange. You can see Ney, who's ginger. Cole, who's trailing behind me. Hill, and he still chases there. You know, he's probably like going like that with a little bold bloke, isn't he? Old Hill, bless him. There's Uxbridge. Lucky he's cavalry, but he's also a very long way away. Because they weren't sure where Napoleon was going to go. That's why the Allies were spread out quite so wide. Because which is he going to go here? Is he going to go here? We're not quite sure. And we don't want him to get behind us. So there's Napoleon and Van Damme and Gerard. And there's Perch. They're in towns. Let's get our place names back. Place names. There's Ligny, Quatre-Bras. Thielman's there. They're doing very well. Bülow is still miles behind. I don't think Uxbridge and Bülow are going to get here tonight. So Wellington is going to head south at full speed in the right emulator, James. Orange, as the fruits are available, is going to stay put. He's doing pretty well for himself. Old King Cole going to keep marching south. Benny Hill's going to keep going east. Uxbridge is going to go southeast. Blucher is in a combat zone. Blucher has a different hat. Zeep is in a combat zone. So is Perch. Told you. No word of a lie. Thielman's in a combat zone. Bülow, though, can move. And he's going to go west. Checking our orders. I like the outfit. It's a good outfit. Bülow's orders went astray. So I told Bülow to move and he sort of sat in his arse. What can you do? Right, Napoleon. What's his code word, folks? What's his code word? The code word for Napoleon is... Bony. Like the people. No, Bony M. Not M people. So... Gerard is very... That's it, Tim Pot. I'm glad someone's paying attention. That's how war works. So Gerard and Van Damme have low morale now. Grouchy's still got pretty high morale, but not many men left. And Ney has lost half his men. Let's get our reports to Napoleon. He's still deep in the south. Bony parts indeed. Inch and a half long, like a shriveled seahorse. Remember, it's Saturday night's all right for fighting. That's why we're fighting the Battle of Waterloo. Although we haven't got to Waterloo yet, because Waterloo is up top. Because Waterloo's on the 18th of June. Today is the 16th of June. This is the preliminary campaign. So it's just the whole thing. So you get more options. There's Ney. I think Ney should probably disengage. And start trying to do some more trouble somewhere else. There's Ray for Reef Radio. Getting the right image, snorkers. There's Durlon. Durlon's coming up the rear. Lobau, who's miles back? Useless so-and-so. Kellerman, bless him. Yeah, you need to pull back, like, Kellerman. Let the big boys in. Napoleon is in a combat zone. So's Grouchy. Some say it was Grouchy. No, it's Grouchy. So what do you do with Van Damme? Well, Van Damme, go and attack someone. Gerard, go and attack someone. Milhouse is in a combat zone. So's Grouchy. Now, Ney, I want you to head northwest. Exactly, yeah. Always DLC. Ray is going to head north. Durlon's going to head north. Lobau is going to go north. Kellerman, I want you to go northeast. The idea is we're going to at least defeat somebody. Bless him. Good old Grouchy. Oh, all our moves worked. Moves in combat. So Wellington's in combat now with somebody and his cavalry. Who's he fighting? He's fighting Ney. It's just like being there, isn't it? So currently the Allies are winning this battle, but the French have the sex number, or le numéro sexy, 69. If you go to Lyon, that's their department number, 69. Rhone. So they're all at it in Lyon. They also have poo sausages, which aren't very nice. Called andouillette. They actually smell a bit of poo. So merguez are nice, a sort of North African sausage. So Wellington is now fighting Ney. And the artillery duel is basically neither of them have got any artillery. So we shouldn't really have an artillery combat phase, but what can you do? There's general skirmishing. Possibly the most popular general. Exactly. 69, the dude. 69. Nice. So something's happened. Unfortunately, something's happened to the cavalry. We're not sure what, though, because we can't see the cavalry numbers. I've mistyped something in the book, or missed something out. But I believe Wellington has more cavalry than Ney, and Ney had less to start with anyway, because he had lots of casualties in the fighting. So I think Wellington's winning this one. Oh, or maybe the French are winning. 61 versus 50. I think the more points you get, the better. So is it 0-0? No score draw? Oh, 50-45. The French are now losing. Oh, Wellington falls back though. Was not expecting that. I was not expecting Nosey to fall back. Perhaps Copenhagen, his horse, not the city, was shot from underneath him. I like the colours though, because that's quite pretty. So, Orange is in a fight. And they're in a town. Versus D'Erlon and Kellerman. So, D'Erlon's got fresh troops and he's got Kellerman with him for oh! Thank you for the subscription, Dr. Ashton, sir. Okay, kind of you. We are playing Micro Wars on the Commodore 64. This is Waterloo. It is in the early evening of the 16th of June, and the Orange, you're in for a treat with hats then, sir. Orange is fighting D'Erlon and Kellerman in the town of Quatre-Bras. First of all, there we are, the artillery. I'll change hats as appropriate. So this is the artillery combat phase, or as the Wenger boys call it, boom, 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 boom. You also like the boots. They're not real boots, but they look the effect there. So the Allies are greatly outnumbering the French. So what do points make? Prizes. The Duke of Wellington ran off. So did Napoleon. Ney is ginger. We've learned that. Grouchy's grumpy. So the more points the better. The French are generally losing the campaign at the moment because I'm not very good at war. I'm also playing against myself. But now though, the tactical map. This is like in Total War where you zoom in a bit, but in basic. We've only lost the game twice because it crashed. Because it crashed to basic twice. So it's 5 PM. Not as OMD would say 8:15. So Orange is in a town with Ney, who's ginger. Kellerman is to the east. It says E-As. That's the compass. It's gone a bit wrong. So Orange is going to stay in the town. Issue order by 0-0. And I want Kellerman to advance to the west, which may or may not work because this map looks a bit funny. But we really want also D'Erlon, who is E, to get into action. It's now 5:10. You have 10-minute turns of the zoomed in tactical map. There should be some fighting, but Orange, other fruits are available. It's to stay put, they're in defence. D'Erlon is going to advance to the west. So infantry, artillery and cavalry. Orange, Ney, D'Erlon and Kellerman. Ney is ginger. I did wrong. So the allies are there. So Erlon's got to... We get some sort of weird duplicate error. That symbol there means fighting is going on. So this game was typed in by me. You've already fixed 2 problems that I know of. And obviously this one is another problem where they get weird symbols all over the place. The allies are staying put though, and Erlon is going to head to the west and get into a Quatre-Bras. Because Erlon has all the infantry. Otherwise you've got 4,000 cavalry attacking 20,000 infantry. It's good, isn't it? I scared people on Twitter earlier. I inadvertently had bonus content like a secret track because I forgot I rendered the video as full project, not just the zone. But it works. But there's fighting going on between Ney, who's ginger, and orange. The fruits are available. Who's going to stay put? I want Erlon E to go north. In theory, that means he's going to be next to Calaman. Maybe. Maybe not. I think I'm quite rare, so I'll call... Oh, there's Erlon and there's Calaman. Right. So there's fighting going on. I think Orange is beating up the Orange Man, Marshal Ney, because they're in a fort and he's just riding around shouting at them. Erlon, please attack the town. Or farm. Or whatever the hell it is. It might be an inn. Could be an inn. Who knows? A tavern. Could even be a bistro. Apparently they first turned up in 1814, bistros. Apparently it comes from a Russian word. So now we've got Ney and Derlon versus Orange. Also known as Hutchison Telecom. I have Pac-Man, so I can now see the keys. So, you get multiple goes, and then, at the end of the hour, Orange holds firm. Look at that. That's what you want to hear about Paul Bettany. Ney falls back, Derlon holds firm, Calaman falls back. So the French aren't doing enormously well. They've thrown it all. I throw the dice. So after every hour turn on the strategic map, we zoom into the tactical map. And we found another combat. This is between Blucher, Thielman, and Grouchy and Milhouse.
I'm Marshal Grouchy.
We know, go away,
Grouchy.
Oh, he's a miserable sod. His morale's surprisingly high for such a miserable bastard. And he's outnumbered 2-1. So this is the artillery combat phase. We are missing the cavalry. I made a mistake in the code somewhere. I've not debugged it yet, because if you break into the code, you lose the entire game somehow, and all the source, which is a bit Commodore 64-y. But we're having fun with it. It's a big game. It's about 32k of ROM it uses. So it's rather powerful, but no sound. No sound, no sprites. So Grouchy's taking quite a lot of casualties. So now general skirmishing. If you don't get you get artillery duel, general skirmishing, or full battle. Grouchy's taking a lot of hits. It does, yeah. It could do with a Spectrum port. We've heard of it. But then the General could have done with some, a bit more TLC. The General was a good game, apart from the bug that I kept hitting as a kid. The General is a Spectrum game, but you are a general in a battle like this, but you're literally at one end of a valley, and then you're there giving orders, which take time to go down the valley. It takes like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get down the valley to give orders. There's lots of skirmishing going on. We like skirmishing. There's Blucher, who is Prussian, and Thielman, who's also Prussian, which is Grouchy and Milhouse. We can't see the cavalry. And the French are not doing well at all. 19 battle points. If you get 19 battle points, you're not going to be the champion of Norwich Games Festival in 2019, like I was. which comes up in my video on Sunday for loyal YouTube viewers. So Blucher holds firm, Thielmann holds firm, Grouchy falls back. See the right salute, not the wrong salute. Because the Prussians were still the goodies at this point. Any more combat in this turn? Yes, there's more fighting. Who's it between? It's between Zieten, who's Prussian, Perch, who's Prussian, and Napoleon, and Van Damme, who do the splits, and Gerard Depardieu, and Lobau. So this is a little bit closer. Napoleon boosts morale. Artillery combat phase first. See, artillery shoots at each side shoots at other people. Bang, 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 bang. And then in the tactical map, artillery doesn't have a go anymore because it's too close, I think. Too close to mention. I'm glad that it's cooled down because I'm really hot in this. Yesterday, it was incredibly hot. So, of course, I did a 10k round the Lotus test track out of Heffel. And you got your space game, Jim. Jim Blimey writes indie games. And he wrote a lovely game called Subblitz, which is like City Bomber, but without being horrible. Because City Bomber was weird. You're landing a plane, so let's knock down all the skyscrapers. What? Not as bad as the one by Reverend Stuart Campbell, which is called Nuclear City Bomber. That's a lot darker. Yes. So this is the tactical map. Watch out for the compass. The compass isn't always north at the top. Well, it says, yeah, sometimes you could go with what you've got. So it's the Allies versus Napoleon, Van Damme. So the Allies are going to send Zieten to the south. The French are going to send Van Damme to the north. And then we have a fight. Can Napoleon die? We're going to find out probably in this battle. There's fighting going on, probably. That's fighting going on there for some reason. Not quite sure why. Well, and there as well. I think because Pete Percival is shooting at the French, who are in the wrong colour. So, Perch, who's P, goes south, which is to the right. And the French are going to send Napoleon to the north. So Zieten Perch versus Napoleon, Van Damme, Gerard and Lobau. Not Lobon. Keep it clean. We're better than that. Where is Lobon? Who knows? Allies are going to stay put. The French are going to send Lobon to the north. And this is Gerard then. So no, it's now 10 minutes. So you 10-minute turns of the tactical map. There should be fighting going on. Yes, there is. Between Van Damme, Napoleon, Zieten and Perch. And some strange pesky symbols. Allies say don't move. French will send Lobon L to the north. I can barely see my keyboard now. So we should all be on the same square now. Hopefully. Apart from how Gerard is. Who knows where Gerard is? I don't know where Gerard is. He's probably going to the bar. Gerard to the north. Maybe. 1740. So this goes up to the hour, and then it stops, and we'll be back to the next battle. Oh, there's Gerard. I don't know why he didn't really move, lazy sod. Because Gerard's got most of our soldiers, and he's not moving at the moment. $1750. See, Gerard got 10,000 men. We marched him up to the top of the hill, and we marched him down again. Zieten holds firm. Perch holds firm. Napoleon falls back. Le garde, le coup. Van Damme falls back. Gerard falls back twice. I think it's in My Chemical Romance. And I think Lobau falls back too. Any more combats? No. It's now 6 p.m. The Allies have 1,000 points, French have 500. The Allies are definitely winning. Wellington's code word. New hat. Wellington, being British, has a British hat. And his code word is, of course, Nosey, in honour of his nose. So we're doing very well, the Allies. We've only lost, I think, 80 British soldiers. We've lost Orange soldiers. We've lost Prussian soldiers. But we've not lost any British soldiers. So this is a British victory. Here's the strategic map. We have place names on here somewhere. So Wellington is in the middle of the map, north of Quatre-Bras. Orange is there, in Quatre-Bras. Cole is bringing up the rear. He's with our British soldiers. The checkerboard things are towns. The green things are forests. The reverse fields are the enemy forces. You can only see things you can actually see, which is perfectly reasonable. Let's move this a little bit. That's worse. Better. If I close this, you can see my Pac-Man. So there's Blücher, who's German, Prussian. Zieten, who's Prussian. They're all wandering around these towns. The town where Blücher is Ligny, as in the Battle of Ligny. But there's a little town next to it, we don't know what it is yet, but they're doing very well. They're fighting Lobau. Ah, see you, Jim. Thank you for dropping by. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening, sir. I shall be in touch with the next game for the archives. So Wellington, I think Wellington's going to head southeast. Cavalry units, which is Wellington and Uxbridge, and Blücher, get to move 2 spaces. They can also move in ordinal directions, which is like southeast, northeast, blah blah blah. And they can also go twice in one direction, which is nice. Help if I'm in the right window. Southeast. Orange is in a combat zone. Cole is springing up the rear with his artillery. Hill is slowly moving towards us. Uxbridge is cavalry, who's fast. Unfortunately, he started far in the west in case Napoleon went for the Channel ports. Blücher is Prussian. And he is currently in a town. He's going to stay put. He's with Thielmann. Zieten's in a combat zone. So is Perch. Thielmann is also in a combat. He's going to stay put. And Bülow is very, very slowly coming from the west. It's taking him all day, and that's as far as he's got. I take my hat off now, because it's rather warm. Checking your orders. So if your orders are incorrect, it'll tell you a legal move. Sometimes your orders go astray. Perhaps the courier gets lost. Oh, Napoleon. His code word is... Shout out if you don't know his code word in chat. What is Napoleon's code word? I don't ever think. I know there's a bit of a delay in the chat, so have a bit of a think. Perhaps I've forgotten with all the heat and the excitement. This is there so as a 2-player game, you can basically lock it. So you go to the toilet and your opponent can't. Oh, that'll do. That'll do, Mr. Russell. It's bony, so you can get the loo and your opponent can't steal your moves. So Gerard Depardieu is got really low morale. We all started at morale 7. There's now dropped to 4. Not so good. Let's have our orders. Napoleon is X. He can't be N because that's Ney. He's fighting Zieten and Perch. Grouchy is not in a happy place. We need to pull them back. Gerard is not a happy place either. There's Millhouse. Or Shithouse, we should call him. Much use they've done. There's Ney. He's ginger. I don't want Ney to go into the woods. And there's Ray from Reef Radio. There's Delon. There's Kellerman. Kellerman and Ney are pure cavalry, as is Napoleon's. They can go a lot faster. And Ney also counts as a leader. Napoleon is not doing so well. I think Napoleon needs to head southeast. Grouchy's going to head west and join the rest of the gang. Van Dam, I want you to go east. Gerard, you to go north. Millhouse, I want you to go west. Ney, who is Ginger, I want you to go after Wellington again. Ray to go north. Derlon is in a combat zone, so you can't move. Lobau, I want you to go east. And Kellerman, I want you to go northwest. Maybe we can kill Wellington. Maybe we can kill Napoleon. So remember, this is much better than the Battle of Hastings, where nobody died. Derlon is lost in the woods. It happens. I was lost in France, all around the birds were singing. Something. A lot of different colours. Oh, Wellington's here, and he's going to boost morale, which means we need to wear a Wellington hat. So it's Wellington, orange, played by Paul Bettany, versus Ney, who's ginger, Derlon and Kellerman. It's a pretty big battle. 305 versus 216. Yeah. So this is the artillery phase. I think the Allies are having the best of it, 300 to 211. We should see cavalry numbers, but we don't because I'm incompetent. So someone's shooting. Ney is pure cavalry. So is Wellington. Actually, we've taken 20... the Allies have lost 20 points. We now go into the tactical map, which I don't quite understand yet, and occasionally goes a bit wrong. But the compass is at the top, and it's not always north at the top. It rotates it to be appropriate, I think. It's 6 p.m. on the 16th of June. The town at the top and a little fort. South is to the north. Sorry, south is at the top, not to the north. That's stupid. Wellington is going to head south. And I want Ney to head east, which is left, it's backwards. Here's our cavalry numbers. And we proceed in 10-minute intervals. So Ney didn't seem to move. Allies just stay put, because they're in a town. We want to send Erlon to the east. He should go into the woods. So he's the big lad. We want to get him in there first. Has he moved? Yes, he has. Excellent. Is there any fighting? Yes, there is some fighting. The woods don't protect Erlon, but the town does to protect Wellington and Orange. So they're going to stay put. And the French are going to move Kellerman up to the east, which is to the left of the screen, which is back to front. But we think we have more cavalry than the Allies, though. Huzzah! But I'm wearing the Wellington hat because Wellington's in combat. And Ney is ginger. Allies are saying put. The French are going to send Ney to the east. The Derlon has just over 12,000 infantry. I think we'll lose some more because we're attacking a fortified position. And the Oranges are doing all right. Other fruits are available. I want to eat this. I'm not ruining my lovely Napoleon outfit. Allies stay put. And on to the east. So Allies lost another 2,000 men. This is day 1 of a 3-day battle, by the way. However, just you know, let you know, I hope to get to the end of today, the 16th of June. I don't think we're going to do the whole 3 days in one go. And I'm playing it quite quickly. Yeah, Dernon's taking a lot of damage. Wellington holds firm. Orange holds firm. Yes, that's what we like to hear. Ney falls back. No worries, Super Nintendo. Thank you for dropping by. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening, sir. At least people have died. That's the important thing. The important thing is people have died in battle. So moves in combat. This is Marco Wars of the Commodore 64. We are moving slowly towards the evening of the 16th of June 1815. And the French are losing. Napoleon is in battle, which means we've got to change hats. It's Napoleon, Van Damme and Lobon versus a huge mass of Prussians. A huge mass of Prussians. So it's 297 versus 106. What do battle points make? Battle prizes. We start off with the artillery combat phase. We should see our cavalry here, but we don't. Napoleon, Van Damme, and Lobau. Yeah, the French are losing. I think the Allies shoot first, and then the French shoot back. So the Allies are down to 297. Van Damme started with lots of infantry. Yeah, we're not doing very well, the French. We are running out of men. But now it's the combat zone. I don't know what happens if Napoleon dies. Be intriguing, isn't it? There's a game called, if you want a faster game of Waterloo, there's a game called Waterloo in 60 seconds. Started out as a game called 1 Minute Bulge. It's 1 Minute Waterloo, so there's 1 Minute Bulge, which is the Battle of the Bulge in 60 seconds. Then there's also the 1 Minute Waterloo and 1 Minute Little Bighorn. So the Allies, I think they need to go for Napoleon. So I want to send... Let's split up. Let's send Perch to the Eas. And I want to send Gerard to the north. Because we don't need to keep the Prussians together. We can split them up. I think there was a false Gerard there. There's fighting going on there between Zetten and fighting on here. French have taken more casualties, down to 32 battle points. That's a bit of a hot spot there. And what's a hot spot? Not a good spot. So Zetten is going to head to the Eas. That's a bug there for a start. And the French orders, we're going to send Napoleon to the north. So, will Napoleon die? And Sharpe will only die. And Sharpe will only die. So there's Gerard and Van Damme and Lobau and Napoleon's about somewhere. There's fighting going on here. I think that's Zetten shooting at Gerard. Oof. And that's Perch fighting Gerard. Allies orders. Zetten, can you go east, please? Or Eas. French, I want to send Lobau to the west. Or I may have sent him to the east, because I'm an idiot. I can't see my keyboard anymore. So Van Damme is nearly all dead. Gerard's taken a lot of casualties. Is that Harper 6? It's Harper State. No, in the game it's Harper 6. So it's fighting. I think that's Zeton attacking Perch. I think the Petsky symbols represent what units they've got or something. I'm not quite 100% sure whether that's cavalry and infantry versus just. Yeah, I think that's what it is because it's the NATO symbols. So I'm gonna send Zeton. Zeton. Oh, French orders. Let's send Napoleon west. And I will turn my light on. One moment. You like the boots? You like the boots? So it's 40,000 Prussians versus about 10,000 French people. He's not going the way the Boney wanted. Also, we don't think we can move west or east very well. Or maybe there's too many people in the square. Or I pressed the wrong key. Because I couldn't see my keyboard, to be fair. I could have been pressing X. So Zeton, east. French, Van Damme, west. Van Damme's cavalry. Has anyone moved? Is Napoleon dead? Oh, Van Damme's has to be moved now. Right. So it's 277 versus 0. This is not looking very good for the French. Oh dear, oh dear. Battle points are not looking good. Zeton holds firm, Perch holds firm, which is good for the Prussians. Van Damme falls back and Gerard falls back. Oh dear. Any more for any more? No, it's now 7 p.m. And the French are getting slaughtered. Wellington's code word. Swap hats. It is Nosey. We're doing marvellously well. And here's our orders. There's Wellington. He's in with orange in Quatre-Bras. Surrounded by Frenchmen. But he's at least not going to die of scurvy. So they've been attacked by Erlon and Kellerman. Cole is bringing up the rear. It's taken him all day to march south. Here comes Hill. Patting a little boblock on the head. Uxbridge, he's cavalry, so he can move 2 spaces, but he started off in the far northwest. Oh, my cat's not happy. Here's Blucher, he's German. Prussia's part of Germany. Greater Germany, not yet. And Zeton and Perch are trying to kill Napoleon. You need to wait until 9 o'clock, matey, then I'll give you some nice dinner. Or Napoleon dies. There's a big battle going on around Ligny. So look. Drop shadows. Bülow hasn't got into action yet either. He's him slowly marching south and west. Very slow. Wellington's in a combat zone. Fighting half the French with an orange. Cole's orders. Cole, can you slowly move south? One move per hour. Hill goes east 1 place an hour. Uxbridge can go faster. Blucher who's Prussian. He is. I think I want you to go chase after Grouchy. Zeton's in a combat zone. So's Perch. So I'm paying attention. Thielman, I want you to go west. Bülow, go south. Checking your orders. All moves checked. All orders went through. And that's what we like to see. We now change size to the French. And Napoleon is, of course... I know, little man, I know. Bony. And he's not doing very well. He's not doing... Oh, we've lost Lobau completely. Lobau is completely gone. Van Damme's nearly gone. And that is not optimal. That is not optimal. That's not what you want. There's Napoleon. He's been chased by 40,000 Prussians. Grouchy's on the retreat. Van Damme's on the retreat. There's Gérard Depardieu. There's Milhouse. He did it. The cat is trying to save Boney. There's Ney, who's ginger. And there's Ray, Reef Radio. We know where the orange man is. And Erlon is in fighting with the orange. And there's Kellerman. That is Quatre-Bras. Napoleon is in a combat zone. A zone de combat. Grouchy, I want you to go west 1. Van Damme, stay probably put. Gérard, go and join Napoleon. Milhouse, keep pushing west. Ney, attack Wellington. Ray, attack Wellington. Dillon's in a combat zone, so they can't move. Kellerman's in a combat zone, so he can't move on his own. Checking their orders. Gerald Wars went astray, so he's bloody useless. That's our moves checked. Progress is being made. Now move on to the combat. Will Napoleon die? Will the game crash? There's Wellington. And Orange, and they're in a town. Versus Ney, who's ginger, and Ray, and the town. Everyone's in a town together. Everyone's in a town. So town fighting. So the French have an advantage now. 363 versus 281. So it's 368 versus artillery first. 363, 281. There's Ney. Good old Ney. So the Allies have taken 20 points of damage. I know. So I think the Allies shoot back. The French had... Was it 363, 281? No, the Allies are taking more casualties. Not sure how that works. Now it's down to general skirmishing. Probably losing some cavalry. Oh, the French are taking some damage. Apart from all general skirmishing. All salute the general. Definitely numbers are changing. Wellington holds firm. Orange holds firm. Ney holds firm. Ray falls back and holds firm. Derla holds firm. Kellerman holds firm. It's a bit confusing. Any more for any more. But we should have a fight involving Napoleon. Oh yes! I've got different hats. I've got so many hats, Ashens. I've got 3 hats. And that's not including my cosplayer as Grouchy, who's in combat now.
I'm Marshal Grouchy, and I don't want to be here.
Well, fuck off then, miserable bastard. So now Blucher is in combat. It's Blucher and Thielmann versus Grouchy. In honour of Blucher, we wear the Blucher hat. Look at that. We've already wiped out one French unit. We've wiped out Lobon. And we're now going to wipe out Grouchy. We want to try and kill Napoleon, so if that changes things. Because Napoleon's son, Napoleon II, is held captive. Well, he's not. He's with his mother in Vienna, and he's not allowed to see him. Oh, we have a proper fight now. Also, I'm intrigued what Ashton's had for dinner, because I haven't had my dinner yet. So are you enjoying this? I'm getting rather hungry though. Here we are. This is the tactical situation at 7 p.m. of the 16th of June. We've been playing this for nearly 3 hours, although we did lose the game twice to crashes. The symbols represent cavalry and infantry. So Grouchy is just infantry and... yeah. Allies orders, right. Q is Blucher. Right, let's send Thielmann to the west. The compass is back to front. French, I want to send Grouchy to the east. Good old Grouchy. Blucher, Zieten, Perch, and Thielmann versus Grouchy. Yeah, he's outnumbered 45 to 2. 10 to 1? 20 to 1. So, I think Mr. Grouchy's not long for this world. There's Thielmann, who's cavalry and infantry. Oh, that Q is Blucher for some reason. Not quite sure why. So we're going to send Thielmann to the south to attack Grouchy, and Grouchy's going to attack Blucher. Right, Grouchy's 2,500 men. Exactly. Oh, very nice. What did I have yesterday or today? I'm having steak tomorrow with Steak Diane. So I want to send Thielmann to the east to attack Grouchy. And Grouchy's going to stay put. I need to see what's in the fridge or freezer I can eat. Oh, it was too hot yesterday to do a lot of eating. But so of course I did a 10k race around Lotus and this is why I look quite magenta. So that's what the blue Y is Grouchy, and the T and the Q are the other lot. So there was also Grouchy, Thielmann. There were some other buggers about, weren't there? Let's stay put. Everyone stay put. Zieten and Perch. Right. Not sure where they are. Zieten and Perch, you define them. Where are Zieten and Perch? Right. Let's send Zieten south. In the hope that he might appear on the map. He did not appear on the map. And Grouchy's not taking a lot of damage either. Not quite sure how that works. Blucher holds firm. Thielmann holds firm. Grouchy falls back. So the Allies are kicking the French bottom. Oh, Nosey. We're going faster now. Because I want to see if we can kill Napoleon. Or Wellington. Or Blucher. So I'm going to speed through this bit. To the order phase, and obviously put the right hat on. So Wellington is fighting Cannon, staying put. Orange is staying put. Cole is heading south. Hill is heading east. Uxbridge is heading east fast. Blucher is in a combat zone, so he can't move. Zieten's in a combat zone. All the Prussians are in combat, apart from Bülow. And Thielmann. Come on, Bülow. Bülow's not done anything yet. He's useless. And very slow. Oh! Hey! Be nice! Soon! Soon, little ones. Soon. Sorry, my cats are getting grumpy. We don't want cats getting grumpy. Right. I say Boney for Boney. So, Lobau is gone. Napoleon's nearly dead. Let's get the hat on. Right, let's speed things up. Napoleon is going to go attacking. Grouchy is going to keep heading west. Van Dam is going to head north. Gerard's going to head north. Milhouse is going to head south. Let's have a big battle. Ney is going to stay put. Ray is going to go north. Erlon, Le Cherche Grouchy, indeed. Erlon is, I think, staying put, I think. Yeah. Kellerman is staying put. Checking your orders. They should all be fine, hopefully. Milhouse always went straight. Not the end of the world. Right, so it's Wellington and Orange into town. Ney is there too. And so is Ray, so is Derlon. So it's advantage France. I'm putting this in warp mode because the cats aren't very happy at the moment. And I'm very, very hot. So this is the artillery phase. Where they're shooting us with their guns. Then it's general skirmishing. We're probably losing cavalry. Which we can't see. I think the French are winning this battle. They're definitely winning. But Wellington holds firm. Everyone holds firm. The battle continues for Quatre-Bras. This is Blucher. Oh. Blucher and Thielman versus Grouchy. Artillery first. Grouchy's down to 2,000 men and 8 battle points. 1 battle point. Now we have the combat zone. Now it's Blucher and Thielman versus Grouchy. We're going to wipe out Grouchy. There he is. Let's send Thielman in first. Thielman heads south. Grouchy head north. 10-minute turns. That's fighting. Allies. Blucher heads south. French stay put. 1,500 men. We're going very, very fast now because it's very, very hot. But the game actually intrigues me. Although I'm rubbishing it as Napoleon, it does intrigue me. This is the tactical map. So hopefully... Right, not quite sure why. Grouchy falls back. Combat now between Zieten and Pert. Oh, Napoleon's there now. Oh, Napoleon hat. So it's Napoleon and Van Dam, who are now just cavalry, looks like. Artillery first. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. French minus 25. That's not a good number. Withdraw. Napoleon falls back. Does that mean we lose? Let's find out. Oh, it's another battle with Napoleon. You've got more troops now for some reason. Right. So. Zieten, south. Napoleon, north. Yeah, we've got tiny amounts of men now. Right. There's fighting. Perch, south. Van Dam, east. Napoleon's got 32 men left. No. Okay. Perch, north. French stay put. Ah, okay. Zieten, east. French stay put. Maybe if you're on top of... I think we've killed Napoleon. Let's turn it off warp and find out. I think we've killed Napoleon. I think he's gone. I don't think you're meant to sit on top of people. I think if you do that, you don't have a fight. I think Napoleon's dead. Or fled the field. Which is a good end to the stream, to be fair. Perch holds firm. Napoleon falls back. Le garde vécu! Oh, it's more. Right. It's now the next day. I think Napoleon's dead. We're going to find out. And then we'll end the stream. Because it's very hot. My cats are unhappy. I've been wearing this outfit for 3 hours. And it's a full Napoleon outfit. With fake boots and everything. No, I don't want to exit Vice. I want to put fast mode on. So we're trying to go fast. So Wellington stays put. Orange stays put. Cole, East 1. Hill, East 1. Uxbridge, South 2. Blucher is in a combat zone. Bulow is not getting the fight yet. Uxbridge gets lost. Boney. Napoleon is gone. Grouchy's nearly gone. Napoleon's gone. Van Damme's gone. Lobau's gone. So that, logically speaking, should be the end of the game as Napoleon's dead. Who's giving the orders? Napoleon's dead. So, if you go back a second, you'll like this. Not a lot, but you'll like this. I'm calling it a day. I want to add an image though to the chat. Create new. Because I reckon the Allies have won because Napoleon is